Well, hello, everyone. This is Amber Town-Guillen, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger calling you from the greater Phoenix area. And I am so sorry if you called in earlier and the call was not up. I accidentally did not hit record, and so it did not post. So this is not the actual recording or the same message because I am not at home. So I just wanted to get something up so that the right person that needed to hear it, right? And so the first thing I wanted to share and I wanted to talk about is that the reality you're living today was created twice. It was first created in your mind, and then you created it in your life. And so commonly, I will say, especially coming off the top sales director trip, the only difference between top sales directors and directors or consultants, there's only really one difference. And that difference is the story they tell themselves on a regular basis. And so I would question, what is the story you're telling yourself and you're allowing yourself to believe? And do you need to write a new story? Do you need to get rid of some baggage, some thinking that is not serving you? Would it be beneficial to sit down and choose to do visualization cards? I personally have, they're about the size of an index card, and you can get them at Walmart or Office Depot or anywhere, and they're spiral bound, and there's 100 on there. And I personally just sat down and I wrote down, this was about 6 years ago now, and I wrote down things that I wanted to visualize. And when I do my prayer time, my Bible study time in the morning, my journal time, I spend about 3 minutes flipping through those things, and I just visualize. Each one, I just visualize. And there is so much that has come to pass from those cards. One of them is that Joe's work schedule. When we lived in Kansas City, he did not have the same schedule for longer than 6 weeks. And I didn't like it. It was like nights, days. It was all over the place. We had no family there, so it was really difficult on my schedule, and with 4 kids that weren't driving. And so I just thought, you know what? I have the power to visualize a different reality for him. And so I did. And even when we moved here to Phoenix, he originally was on day shift. And so I kept visualizing. And guess what? The pandemic hit, people retired, his seniority moved up, and he moved to days. As long as he's been with Southwest Airlines, he's been on nights. And I know that that happened because I was willing to stay the course and visualize it. There was also money in my bank account that showed up the first time that when we finished Million. And I was visualizing $50,000 in my checking account. Now, I don't know why I was visualizing, like why that number, I have no idea. But I had never seen $50,000 be direct deposited into my checking account, and so I wanted to see it. Like literally, that was how small and silly it was, but that's what I wanted. And when they decided that they had to cancel the first go around of Scotland and Ireland, and that I did not know they were going to pay us for the trip at first, and I didn't even expect that. But it was our $1 million year, so there was all kinds of bonuses attached, plus the commissions from June, and I mean, just a lot. And it ended up being $54,000 deposited into my account at one time. Now, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely 100% believe the story I tell myself is why I get the results I do. What is the story you tell yourself? And what are you willing to think about, believe, and feel to make it come into fruition in your life? Because the story of your future is your choice. You can either keep projecting your past into your future and have the same, more month than money or bad situations going for you and that everything bad always happens to you, or you can change your story. You can change your story. Your results are absolutely dictated by the story you're telling yourself on a daily basis. So, are you willing to change your story? I know that my life is created in my mind first before it's created in my life. And I'm willing to take the time to program the most powerful success tool that you will ever have, which is your own mind. So that's my challenge for you today. So if you called in late and you got this, it was absolutely meant for you because I forgot to push record earlier. So either way, this is Amber Town-Guillen with a short message for you, coming to you hot right out of Phoenix. And I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday.